Hey, what's going on, guys? Melky, and today I just wanted to share with you something that I've been working on for the last couple weeks. I've been learning Unity. I've just basically been reading books and looking at tutorials and just playing around in Unity, trying to learn it a little bit. So I've just got through a really great book. Basically, once I got through all that, I kind of wanted to do this little sort of learning project, just kind of build something real quick, just to sort of kind of learn more about Unity and try and figure things out with the knowledge I've got from the book. So I made this little game I called Napoleonic War. So this is a card game, and it's kind of based on that old school kind of super simple card game called War. Now, the way I always got taught War is very simple, very plain Jane, kind of boring game. Basically, two players each draw a card, and the high card wins. And there you go. That's War. Pretty exciting, right? So I decided to do a little spin on that. So the idea, instead of drawing one card, basically the way it works in Napoleonic War is when you deal, you get 7 cards instead of one. And so the idea is basically 2s to 10s are your infantry, and they go in the front here. Aces are high, they're cavalry, they're very strong, they're stronger than anything else on the battlefield. Face cards are your artillery, right? So you see in here, I drew a jack here. So this is player 1, this is me, and this is player 2, this is my opponent up here. Now I got a jack, and the jack is an artillery because it's a face card. And you see here he has a king and a queen, and they're put in the back as the artillery. And as you see, the line infantry as well as any cavalry you might have and the aces are down here. And basically 2 to 10 is your infantry, so the strength of your card is based on the number you drew. So this is the 10 of hearts, which is still infantry. This 10 of hearts, of course, is stronger than this 4 of spades, right? Because it's 10 versus 4. So that's the strongest. So the way it works is the game starts off in the artillery phase, right? So when the armies first clash, the first thing that's going to happen, of course, is the guns are going to shoot each other, the big field guns. So player 1 turn. So right now it's my turn to target this artillery. So I'm going to pick him. You get a little targeting cursor. I'm not sure how well that's going to show up in the video, but maybe I'll shoot his 8. Why not, right? So now his 8 is targeted. We're still in the artillery phase, so he gets a chance to target his artillery now. So this king, I guess, is going to shoot that 2 or whatever. That's not optimal, but we're just demonstrating. The queen will shoot the 7. Now the artillery phase is done, so you see all the cards explode with that really awesome, cheesy effect. But, it does the job. So now we're in the battle phase, the kind of skirmish phase where the actual soldiers go at it. So right now it's my turn, so let's say this ace is going to attack that 10. That'd be the optimal move here. Ace has a value of 15. It just beats everything on the table. And we're not going to be attacking the artillery. We're just going to be attacking the kind of the front line. So ace beats 10. Again, a 7 would beat the 4, and so on. 10 beats the 9, and this keeps going. And as you see, as we shoot, as we use our cards, they get dimmed out, which means they no longer can shoot. So let's see here. I suppose here's an interesting spot. So the 2, he has a move left, but you see the 2 is weaker than the 3. So if he attacks the 3, he's gonna get killed. So now that there's a player that has no cards that are able to attack left, the game's cut to an end, and player 1 victory. And the way this is determined is it adds up the total of all the cards remaining of each side and determines a victor that way. So ace is 15, 25, right? 25, 28, and then jack is another 11. So what's 39 versus what this adds up to, which it would not be 39, right? So he wins because he has more stuff left over, and of course victory, and he can deal again and play again. So this is obviously very cheesy, and there's tons of room to add more polish and more features and stuff like that. I might add like a score counter, you know what I mean? Like player 1 victories versus player 2 victories, or a little more elaborate dealing animations where the cards fly over and land over here. I could add little muzzle flashes to indicate the firing. There's tons of stuff I could do with this. But the whole point of this was literally just to get my feet wet with Unity and learn things. So basically, I'd already had a little bit of experience in C#, but I picked up a book on Unity called Developing 2D Games with Unity by Jared Halpern, and I can't recommend this book enough. It's absolutely excellent. It's very, very well explained, well detailed, and above all, it just goes through every single line and explains what you're doing and why you're doing it. If you're looking to get into Unity development, I would argue this is the go-to book, so I'll put a link to it in the description if you're looking to check that out. But anyway, I just want to make this little update of what I've been doing for the last couple weeks, just kind of doing this. So I'm pretty excited about it. And actually, at the time of this recording, I'm glad I just finished this game up tonight. But that's really helpful because actually next week, actually starting I think tomorrow, I'm getting involved in my first game jam, which is kind of cool because actually at the end of that book that I read, that's what he talks. So he talks about next steps, what I do now, and one of the things he talks about is getting into a game jam. So that's what I've decided to do. I've signed up for a little game jam, so that's gonna be next week. So that should be pretty fun. But at any rate, that's enough about that. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you later.